Hey everyone, it's Fig Corner 2000, back with another unboxing, and today we're looking at Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. Let's get right to it. This figure's sick, so while I get him out of his packaging, let's give a little bit of backstory on how Daredevil came to be what he is. Daredevil is a street-level vigilante operating out of Hell's Kitchen, New York. He is best known for his billy club, which he is able to throw at people and catch, and for taking down enemies like Kingpin, and also, oddly enough, for fighting people that are way stronger than him. That is a common thing that has become very more popular in the Daredevil comics. But let's move on to how he became a superhero. As a young boy, Matthew Murdock was injured in a freak accident which left him blinded. From that day forward, he gained a heightened sonar ability which allowed him to hear things very far away and very, very clearly. He's able to hear somebody's heartbeat even in the most recent Daredevil TV series. Matt Murdock's day job is a lawyer in Hell's Kitchen, fighting for those who cannot fight for themselves and getting justice against the criminals who run New York. One of his biggest enemies is Wilson Fisk, and he has frequent run-ins with the Punisher and other street-level vigilantes like Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. He has been seen in a couple different TV shows from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, including Daredevil 2015 to 2018, Daredevil Born Again 24 to 26, and then Defenders, a more recent sort of team-based fighting crime in New York show. Final interesting fact is that while being extremely devout Catholic, he goes and dresses up as the devil. Don't quite know what that's about, but I'm going to let you guys get to the rest of the video now. I don't know how much more I can glaze him, but this art style and this look is so sick on Matt Murdock. So let's get right into the figure's accessories. This edition of Daredevil comes with his Man Without Fear comic. It says Marvel Legends Series on the back, Hasbro right here. It's got a very nice little artwork on the front, if you can see this. He comes with a billy club. It does not come apart, but it does have this string, which is very interesting. I'm going to see what types of poses I can do with this. A pair of fist hands like this. A open sprawling hand like this as if he's throwing something. A gripping hand right here that can hold this very nicely, actually. And then a sort of throwing hand as well. Maybe you can hook this little string to this right here, and you can go like that, as if he was releasing it. With these accessories covered, let's move on to the figure's articulation. He can look up this much, which is surprisingly good. He can look down this much, which is also good. There is a rubbery piece right here, and then there is also a sort of rubbery piece right here, but I can feel that it's stuck in the back like that. I have no concerns about that. You can see his blonde hair poking out from underneath his mask, which is a nice touch. He does have semi-butterfly joint shoulders right here. They move nicely, but they're not necessarily as good as that Daredevil back there. He swivels all the way like this, swivels forward like that back. They go up. Yeah, they go up to here, which is okay. Oh, don't want to break it. A little snap. Should be fine. Bicep and forearm swivel are nice as well. This is a chunkier, beefier model of a figure. His legs look like they have a lot of padding on them. He's wearing a sweatshirt. I'm not really sure what the choice was there. That is a little weird to me, but it's all right. You can see the bicep and forearm are okay right here. He's got decent wrist swivel on this hand, up to here, down to there. I can assume that on these hands it's going to be nice as well. And then on this one, you can see it does all right as well. His abs move like this. Chest and torso separate completely. They move like that. He can look up like that. And he cannot look down at all right there. There is no waist crunch down, but there is a waist swivel all the way around like this. His hip goes up to here, which is not great. It's sort of like a 70-degree angle. Goes up all the way to here, which is pretty nice. And like typical Marvel Legends, it's blocked in the back right here by the butt piece. There is a thigh swivel as well here. The knees and thighs move up like this. There is no boot cut on this figure. The toe moves around. Sorry, excuse me. The foot moves around all the way like that. Having trouble lining this piece up with where it came from. There it is. It's a little awkward down here with this piece. As you can see, it moves up like this, but then there's also the ball that swivels around, so you need to be careful that you don't like mix the two up and then accidentally break the foot off. With all that being said, let's move on to posing this figure and see how he holds up. For this first pose, I got him as if he's throwing the billy club. It does look good, and he fell over, but he was standing right there for a second. He has decent support on his own. He might need a little help and a little movement, though, right here to get him to really stand up. Yeah, that looks better. Let's move on to the next pose. For this next pose, we've got him stationary as if he's listening for something very intently. He can hold this little billy club as well by the string in this hand, which I think is sick. Let's move on to the third and final pose. Okay, for this final pose, you're going to need to have some elite ball knowledge and be a real Daredevil lover to get it. But there's a scene in the first Daredevil series from 2015 to 2018 where he is on the ground, kneeling, physically fighting two very imposing figures. He slams a punch into one, and then he grabs a billy club from behind and swings it at the other one. That's what I'm going for here. In the end, this figure is awesome. I love it a lot. It's going to be a really cool addition to my Marvel Legends collection. In the end, I think I also give it a 8.3. It doesn't blow me away necessarily, but what it does do is it makes me very happy. So that's where that 8.2 comes from. Thank you guys so much for watching. The next video is going to be on Wilson Fisk or Marvel's Kingpin back there, so stay tuned.